Morgan jumped on top of Bella and started stabbing her repeatedly, and that's when I turned around because I couldn't stand to see that.
911. What's the address of your emergency?
Waukesha County, Lindy. I'm transferring over a caller on Big Bend. That's a dead end just south of Rivera.
Okay.
Came upon a 12-year-old female. She appears to be stabbed.
She appears to be what?
Stabbed.
Stabbed?
Correct.
Okay.
So, this is the story of the Slender Man stabbing. A case so disturbing that even today, people still struggle to understand how something like this could even happen. Two 12-year-old girls, best friends, convinced themselves that a fictional internet monster was real, and that the only way to prove their loyalty to him was to kill someone. Not an enemy, not a stranger, but their friend. We start in Waukesha, Wisconsin, May 31st, 2014. A sunny Saturday morning. Three girls, Morgan Geyser, Anissa Wire, and their friend Payton Leutner, were supposed to be having an innocent sleepover. They baked cupcakes, played games, and watched movies. Just normal 6th grade stuff. Nobody could predict that within hours, one of them would be fighting for her life. The plan wasn't spontaneous. Morgan and Anissa had been planning this for months. They believed Slender Man, an internet creepypasta character created online in 2009, was real. A tall, faceless figure in a suit who lived in the woods, kidnapped kids, and could read minds. They thought if they didn't kill for him, he would kill their families. They thought murder was the only way to prove loyalty and earn a place in his mansion somewhere deep in the woods. Yes, 2 children believed that. The next morning after breakfast, the girls suggested going to the park. Payton had no idea she was walking into a trap. They played hide and seek, and when Payton was lying on the ground, Morgan pulled out a kitchen knife. 19 stab wounds, arms, legs, torso. One stab missed her heart by less than a millimeter. Payton screamed, begged, and asked why they were doing this. The answer? We have to, for Slender Man. Payton was left alone in the woods to die, while Morgan and Anissa began walking, miles, towards what they believed was Slender Man's mansion in the forest. Meanwhile, Payton, crawling, bleeding, used the last of her strength to drag herself to a nearby bike path. A cyclist found her, alive but barely. The only thing Payton said was, "Please help me. I've been stabbed." She survived. Somehow. Police found Morgan and Anissa hours later. They weren't running. They weren't panicking. They were calm, as if stabbing their best friend was just something they had to do. During interrogation, the two described Slender Man as if he was real. They said they feared him. They said they wanted to become his proxies. Morgan showed no remorse. Anissa cried, not for Payton, but because she got caught. Interrogation footage from that day is chilling.
There's this website called the Creepypasta Wiki.
Okay.
It's full of horror stories that are meant to purposely scare you. And there's one of them called Slender Man. He has these proxies or servants, as people call them. And Morgan said, "Hey, Anissa, we should be proxies." And I was like, "Okay, how would we do that?" She said, "We have to kill Bella."
Okay. Okay, and do you know why she said that? Like, why she was thinking that?
Because we had to supposedly prove ourselves worthy to Slender.
How many times do you think you stabbed her?
I don't know. It happened very quickly. All I heard was screaming. I said, "I'm sorry. This had to happen." And she was like, "Why?" And then I said that it was necessary. I can't explain why.
You're watching two kids talk about murder like it's a school project. And when detectives asked why they picked Payton, the answer was simple. She was just easier. Payton wasn't chosen for anything she did. She was chosen because she trusted them. During trial, the world watched with disbelief. How could two 12-year-olds genuinely believe a horror meme was real? It turned out Morgan was later diagnosed with early-onset schizophrenia. Anissa had delusional disorder. The court had to decide, were they evil or mentally lost beyond understanding. Payton, after surgeries, after trauma, survived. She later said that the moment she realized her friends wanted her dead was when Morgan whispered, "I'm so sorry." Then the knife came down. Payton still carries the scars, physical and emotional. The internet exploded. News outlets blamed Creepypasta. Parents panicked. Schools banned scary stories. But was Slender Man really the cause? Or was he just the vessel that a fractured mind chose to obsess over? A character became a myth, and a myth became a motive. The trial ended with both girls being charged as adults. Morgan Geyser received 40 years in a mental institution. Anissa Wire received 25. Payton's mother once said, "My daughter will live longer than her attackers will be free." That sentence was meant to be comforting, but the reality is darker. How do you ever trust again when your best friends tried to kill you? And here's the part that messes people up the most. Morgan and Anissa truly believed they weren't villains. They believed they were chosen. They believed they were saving themselves and their families from a supernatural threat. Their motive wasn't greed, anger, jealousy. It was fear. Fear of something that didn't exist. This case teaches one brutal truth. Sometimes, horror isn't about ghosts, demons, or monsters. Sometimes, it's about what the human mind can convince itself is real. And Payton? She grew up. She's alive. She's moving forward. But she once said she will never forget the woods. Never forget being pinned down. Never forget seeing her friends' faces as they stabbed her. She forgave, not for them, but to free herself. Slender Man is fictional, but the stabbing wasn't. The scars weren't. The trauma wasn't. And that's what makes this story terrifying. So, what happens when a story online becomes a belief? When imagination becomes obsession? You get the Slender Man stabbing, a case that proves one thing: monsters don't always hide in forests. Sometimes, they sit beside us at lunch, laugh with us at recess, and sleep in the bed next to ours during a sleepover. And that's why this story will never be forgotten.